Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update for my deck of panning project Pan. This project was created by Emilynmax here on YouTube, and she was in turn inspired by Books with Maddie to create this kind of game board type of project where you roll a card or you pull a card and each card corresponds to a certain prompt, and then you go ahead and work on that prompt until you hit your goal. So that's basically the gist of the project. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the first product, but before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's just jump into the video. So the first product that I have to talk about today is one that has been in, I believe, from the start, and that is my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Smoldering Satin. I have since depotted mine into a Colourpop empty Super Shock container because the basically got too dry with use in the tube itself, so I deposited it into here. So this is what it looked like last month, and as you can see I have some decent progress on it, but I do still have some product left. And since then I have used it 6 additional times, and this is what it looks like today. So again, I do have some progress on it. Hopefully you can see some in the pictures. And I'm getting lower on this, but I think it's still going to take quite a while. But I am more hopeful now that I will be able to finish this before the end of the year. And that is again my goal with this product, is to finish it completely. And if I haven't said already, I rolled this in for something glittery. The next product that I have is another Super Shock shadow. I guess the other one isn't a Super Shock shadow, but it's in a Super Shock shadow container. But the next product that I have is my Super Shock shadow in DGAF, and this was rolled in for my pet chooses my product. I let my dog pick out between 4 different, I think, or 5 Super Shock shadows, and she picked this one. So my goal with this is to use this 30 times, and as of the last update I had used this 8 times, so I still had quite a way to go. This is a very slow moving product in my project, but I have actually used it 7 times in the past month, and this is what it looks like today. So I am halfway there now. My goal is to use this 30 times and I have used it 15 times, so definitely better. I have actually found that I like using this as kind of on my lower lash line. I'm not wearing it that way today, but I have been wearing it a lot that way in the past month. So I think I mean, I still have 15 uses, and currently it's taking me 4 months to hit that 15 uses so far, but I am hopeful that I might be able to roll this out next month because I have found that way to using it on my low lash line. Because I don't often use things on my low lash line, but this one isn't too harsh and I feel like it's a natural enough color, and it's really flattering actually on my skin tone. So I'm going to continue using it that way, and I'm going to say that this is going to be out either next month or the month after. So that is my Super Shock shadow in DGAF. The next product I have is my blush from NARS in the shade Gina. I rolled this in for the prompt blush. So yeah, any blush in my collection, I picked this one because it's one of my favorites and it's a perfect summer blush as well. And this has now been in for 3 months. My goal with this is to reach for it 20 times, and as of the last update I had used for it 6 times. And I'm happy to say that I did reach for it 14 additional times in the past month. I'm actually wearing it for the last time today. So I have hit my goal of 20 on this, so it will be rolling out. That is very exciting because that means I can pull something else in for this update, which is obviously, at least for me, it's the most exciting part. But yeah, I'm excited to have gotten some use out of this blush. The NARS blushes though are so tightly packed, it doesn't even look like I've used it. But yeah, I have gotten my 20 uses out of this blush. So next up we have something that I rolled in, I think last month. Yeah, I rolled it in last month. And I rolled it in for an out of control category in your collection, and I decided to roll in some eyeshadows. So what I rolled in was my Terra Moon singles. I wanted to reach for every single one time, so kind of no pan left behind style with all of my Terra Moon singles. And if I have a picture, I'm going to pick into here of what my singles look like. Do I think I have a thing? I'm not sure if I do have a picture, but yeah, it will be up if I do. And that is kind of where I looked like last month. So I'm not going to show you all of the singles. You can see them all, like I said, in the last update, but because I have moved all of them around and they're now in like split in between palettes, because last month I had them all in one palette basically. But yeah, there are no splits. However, these are the only 9 that I have not yet used. So you can see there that there are mainly mattes. I have 2 shimmers, but most of them are mattes. These are the ones that I need to reach for still. I'm actually wearing one of their mattes today. I'm wearing the shade Shire, it's my transition shade. So you can see it there. But yeah, these are the 9 I have left to use. So I'm not quite there yet, but I think I can't remember, I had quite a few to use, so I'm happy that I only have 9 left, and I definitely know that I will be able to use all of these in the next month, and I'll be done with this prompt by then. So that is the next one. So the last product that I rolled in last month, and it was for the prompt something that already has pan, and I decided to roll in a palette that already had pan, and I went with my Club Nebula palette from Kaleidos in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. So yeah, I rolled this in and I wanted to hit pan on any shade in here, and I really quickly decided to focus in on the shade Firefly, which is kind of like the green shimmer. This is what it looked like then. I have used this one 10 times in the past month, and you can see there that I was actually able to hit pan on this. It's a really beautiful shade, and I use it mainly as an inner corner highlight, because yeah, it is really stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a swatch quickly because yeah, I didn't swatch it last month because I wasn't sure which kind of shade to reach for, but that is it right there. If you can pick it up, yeah, it has like a pink shift to it too. Like when I look at it this way, it looks pink, but then it goes into a green, so it's like a duochrome. I wouldn't quite call it a multichrome, it's more duochrome like I said, but I have hit my goal on this one since I hit pan on it, and this product will be rolling out as well. So I do have 2 products rolling out. I have my NARS blush and that Kaleidos palette. So we'll be picking 2 cards, and I have my deck of cards right here, which funnily enough is also the Club Nebula deck of cards. It came up, I picked it up when I picked up the palette, but I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle my deck, and I'm gonna head and pick 2 cards. So the deck is now shuffled. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it just to make sure that I get something random, and we're gonna go ahead and pick the top 2 cards. The first one I'm gonna get is 10 of Hearts, and 10 of Hearts is Winter. Okay, that's quite an interesting, quite a good shade, I guess, because we are into autumn and winter, so you know, not quite winter yet, but I am more into those tones, so that is going to be the first one. And then the second card that I'm going to pick is going to be, it's going to be 5 of Diamonds, so that is going to be Baked, so a baked product. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those 2 products out, and I will be right back. So I'm back and I have my new 2 products. The first product I rolled in was for winter, and I straight away knew what I wanted to pull in because this is a palette that really reminds me of winter. It's probably the most wintry palette that I have in my collection, and I did want to pull in an eyeshadow palette as well because it has really helped me having those like no pan left behind palettes or products in this project, because I do want to reach for as many eyeshadows in my collection as possible this year, so I did want to pull in another one with that goal. So the palette I decided to go with is my Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty. So this one I have reached for a little bit. I did pick this one up late last year, but I didn't start using it until like I think February, March this year. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like. Actually, maybe I did pick this one up in January. I think I might have actually, but this is what the palette looks like, and I have reached for a couple of the shades. I think I might have reached for like 6 of the shades, something like that. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like, and again my goal with this will be no pan left behind, so I want to reach for every single shade once, and that is going to be the first prompt. Then for the second prompt we had Baked, and I decided to roll in a highlighter that is baked, and that is one of my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finishes in Show Gold. So this is a highlighter that I have not reached for this year, and it's like a kind of gold to pink highlighter. It looks like this. You're probably going to see the pink more. It is quite glittery, but it's quite a nice highlighter too, and again it has that shift in it. It's not too like intense. The shift to pink isn't too over the top, and it's quite a nice highlighter, so I do want to pull this one in to reach for it, again mainly because I haven't reached for it yet this year. But what do I want to be my goal with this highlighter? I am planning another highlighter this year, which is my Emilynmax, which is what I'm wearing today, so I don't want to put too high of a goal like hitting pan or anything like that, because I don't want to interfere with that project. So I think what I'm going to do is put the usage goal of 20. I feel like that is kind of happy medium, and I think that gives me enough time to get enough use of this before rolling it out. So 20 uses on this is going to be my goal. So there you guys was my update for my deco panning. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and make sure to check out Emily as well as the collaboration playlist linked down below, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.